Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. What is the definition of the word insufferable? Is it part of your word collection? Can you form a sentence using the word insufferable? Can you provide me with two words that have the same meaning as insufferable? Join me now as I explore some tips that would help you add insufferable to your everyday speech and writing, provide you with synonyms, sentence examples using insufferable, and most importantly, the simplest definition you need. Let's go straight away to the video. Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. Today, October 7th, our word of the day is insufferable. I-N-S-U-F-F-E-R-A-B-L-E. Insufferable. Insufferable is a 12-letter word and an adjective. Remember, adjectives describe the qualities or states of being of nouns: enormous, dog-like, silly, yellow, fun, fast. They can also tell the quantity of nouns: many, few, millions, 11. Insufferable means very annoying, unpleasant, or uncomfortable, and therefore extremely difficult to bear. In other words, too extreme to bear, intolerable. If something is insufferable, it's unbearable and impossible, like the insufferable humidity of the rainforest room at the zoo on a hot summer day. You can see the word suffer in insufferable, and it's no coincidence. If it's unacceptable or too much to handle, it's insufferable. An egotistic coworker is insufferable, and so is a blizzard that leaves 6-foot drifts against the doors of your house, or insufferable working conditions in many of the factories that produce goods around the world. Insufferable is an adjective that describes something or someone that is unbearable or intolerable. It is often used to describe a person's behavior or attitude that is difficult to tolerate or endure. Here are some tips on how to use the word insufferable in a sentence. Use insufferable to describe a person's behavior. When describing a person's behavior that is difficult to tolerate, you can use insufferable in a sentence. For example, her insufferable behavior made it impossible for me to work with her. This sentence implies that the person's behavior was unbearable and caused a problem. Use insufferable to describe a situation. You can also use insufferable to describe a situation that is difficult to endure. For example, the heat in the room was insufferable, and I had to leave. This sentence implies that the heat was unbearable and caused discomfort. Use insufferable to describe a feeling. Insufferable can also be used to describe a feeling that is difficult to tolerate. For example, the pain in my back was insufferable, and I had to take painkillers. This sentence implies that the pain was unbearable and caused discomfort. Use insufferable to describe a characteristic. Insufferable can also be used to describe a characteristic that is difficult to tolerate. For example, his insufferable arrogance made it difficult for him to make friends. This sentence implies that the person's arrogance was unbearable and caused a problem. Use insufferable to describe a thing. Insufferable can also be used to describe a thing that is difficult to tolerate. For example, the noise from the construction site was insufferable, and I couldn't concentrate. This sentence implies that the noise was unbearable and caused a problem. In conclusion, insufferable is a useful word to describe something or someone that is unbearable or intolerable. By using it in a sentence, you can convey the severity of the situation or behavior. Remember to use it appropriately and in context to ensure that your message is clear. Similar words include intolerable, unbearable, unendurable, insupportable, unacceptable, oppressive, overwhelming, overpowering, unspeakable, dreadful, excruciating, outrageous. Examples of sentences using insufferable are: I find him to be insufferable and cocky. Jean filed for divorce from her insufferable husband after only 3 days of marriage. Because of Matt's insufferable personality, none of the students would sit with him at lunch. Brian was uncertain how much longer he could deal with the insufferable pain of having terminal cancer. During the meal, Jackson was asked to leave because of his insufferable table manners. Jane suffers from high blood pressure and is finding it almost impossible to deal with the insufferable summer heat this year. Make sure to save this new word, insufferable, so you can practice using it in your everyday sentences.
That's all for today. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you learned something new. Remember, practice makes perfect, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment after every video. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you receive similar videos every day. Have a fulfilling day. See you tomorrow. Cheers!